Billy Slater has named his first Queensland side, and it's a good side. Kalen Ponga at fullback, Selwyn Cobber, he makes his debut on one wing with Xavier Coates on the other wing, Valentine Holmes and Dane Gagai in the centres, Cam Munster and Daly Cherry Evans in the halves, Tino Fasua Malalawi, Josh Papali'i are in the front row, Ben Hunt gets the nod over Harry Green at 9, Kirk Capewell, Felice Kafusi in the back row, Ruben Cotter at lock, he'll make his debut, Harry Grant, Lindsey Collins, Pat Carrigan and Jeremiah Nanai round out the bench. Then you got Tommy Dearden in the 18, Jai Arrow, Thomas Flegler, Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow and Murray Taulagi. That's your 22-man squad. Denny, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, it's a decent squad. There's a few changes that I make personally, but yeah, that's just me. I like Ruben Cotter. I think he's been killing it for the Cowboys this year. Selwyn Cobbo has been great for the Broncos. I think there's a lot to be happy about this team if you're a Queenslander.
Yeah, well, where are you seeing your changes? I know you're not a big fan of Felice. But personally, I don't mind him. I thought he was going to get picked, but no Dave Feeder. That's a pretty big call.
Yeah, that's a huge call. I'd still have him in the squad, to be honest. Yeah, Felice Kafusi would be gone for mine. I'd put in probably maybe even Jai Arrow out of this team. And Ruben Cotter off the bench, Pat Carrigan into the starting squad.
Well, that's another big talking point here. Jai Arrow, he's in the 19. He's been a stalwart of that Queensland side. And I don't think his form's down that much. I probably would have went Nanai on an extended team just because I think he's only had 16 games. But very, very big call from Billy to start with. No Jai Arrow.
Yeah, for sure. He hasn't been bad for the Bunnies at all. I think he's been a bit hard done by there.
Lindsey Collins, I think, is he was due to come back in the team. He was in the team in 2020. Didn't play last series due to injury, but I think if he's fit, he'll play a lot more Origin in his life. Some names that people tossed up that didn't get in this side. Francis Molo was tossed around when we put out our predicted team. I think there's younger, better players, to be honest.
How old is Francis Molo?
I don't think he's overly old, if you want to look that up.
I'm gonna.
Obviously, some strike here for the Maroons. Their wingers, Selwyn and Xavier Coates, both very good in the air. That'll be really good to see. Valentine Holmes is killing it in the centres. Last time, I think if he matches up on Katoni Staggs, last time he played Katoni Staggs, he absolutely dominated him against the Broncos, so that'll be interesting. Ben Hunt over Harry Grant. What are you making of that?
I'm not too sure. I'd definitely swap them around as well for mine, but I don't know.
Ben Hunt's played his best footy for Queensland pretty much at 9
but
as well.
It's coming off the bench though, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. And Harry Grant, I think, is the form hooker in the competition.
He definitely is. Well, he's been killing it, 100%.
Yeah. I'd be taking Harry Grant. Did you find out that age for Molo?
Francis Molo's 27.
27, yeah.
So he's not as young as you think. I thought he was younger.
Well, so other front rowers that I think are younger and a little bit better are Pat Carrigan, Lindsey Collins.
Yeah.
They're your two right there. So even Thomas Flegler, he's on an extended bench here. He's been going okay. Couple of outside backs there for the Cowboys that have been travelling all right as well. Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow. I think he's mostly there because he played last year and I thought he played okay.
Yeah.
Hasn't really been outstanding this year for the Cowboys, I don't think. And Murray Taulagi, he's a future Queensland player. I think he's killing it at the moment.
Yeah.
He's a great finisher and another one that's okay in the air.
Yeah, I mean that. What was that? That pass back infield, back when they played the Tigers a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
that was special.
Yeah,
that was something.
And
special.
he's a natural finisher. He can find the try line. Overall, I like this team. There's a sentiment this Origin series that I keep saying it's going to be closer because in the years gone past, New South Wales have had the gun side. They've had the gun side. They've had strike everywhere, and we've often sat here and been tasked to try and find a way that Queensland could just win a game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now we're looking at these teams. Most of these players are in form for Queensland. New South Wales have just picked a team virtually out of nowhere, 5 or 6 players that you just didn't think would ever be in the side. And I just feel like it's going to be a lot closer. What was the market yesterday?
Oh,
Do you remember what Queensland were yesterday? Because I know you're having a look at it.
no, I can't really remember.
'Cause
Maybe
I wanted...
$2 something, $2.30 maybe.
Yeah, well, so they're $2.35 right now. New South Wales are $1.60. I'd expect that to come in a fair bit, and Queensland maybe to win 2-1 is 3.20. I'd expect that to come in a little bit. I don't think either team's going to win this 3-0. I think it's going to be a bit 2-1 series, and yeah, I'm excited for it. It's good to go into the State of Origin this year with a bit of unknown, because last year that New South Wales team in that game one, no one was beating them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good game.
It was good to watch, actually. It was good to watch Tommy do his thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, I like this team. Ruben Cotter in the starting side was probably the biggest shock for me, but I think he's more than earned his spot there. Anything you want to say on this Queensland team before we wrap up?
RIP.
Go away.